Morning, everybody, and I'll open the meeting at 9:02, noting that we have Councillor Seawright and Councillor Burkett online. Could I have someone confirm
Good morning.
that? Good morning. All good? Okay. Confirmation of the minutes of the ordinary meeting on the 23rd of April 2026. Councillor Hancock.
I move that the minutes of the ordinary meeting held on the 23rd of April 2026 be confirmed.
Seconded. Councillor Davis. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. 10.1, consideration of elected members' attendance at 2026 LGAQ Resource Councils Forum. Councillor O'Neill.
I'm happy to move, and I was going to move Councillor Hancock. I will move Councillor Hancock, but is there anyone else that was interested in going? No? No one online?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Councillor Burkett?
Yeah, I'm good. I thought there was two. I thought Councillor Vincent had that down on the diary to go.
Yeah, I'm not able to go now.
Oh, okay.
All right, with that, I'll move that Council endorse the attendance of Councillor Joe Hancock of the 2026 LGAQ Resource Councils Forum on the 8th and 9th of June in Mackay to draw the required funds from attending individual councillor conference budgets.
Seconded by Councillor Brumpton. Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Thanks, Mayor. We're a major resource council. Proudly, we're a major resource council. I think our attendance at these types of forums to advocate from our perspective what we need in terms of a local council, but also to hear how other councils are working, what the state government's doing. I see that the Minister for Resources, Minister Dale Last, is in attendance, as is the Federal Assistant Minister for Resources, Senator Anthony Chisholm, who is a good friend of Maranoa Regional Council, and I think having Councillor Hancock there from an economic development portfolio perspective is spot on. Equally, if any other councillors wanted to attend, of course, in their right as a council, that would be fine too. But I think resources play a huge part in our economy, and being a participant in this will add value to what we do here in the Maranoa.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Go the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. 13.1, endorsement of the community grants round 2, 2025-2026. Councillor Vincent. Oh, sorry, Councillor Flynn.
Yes, I wish to advise of a conflict of interest on this particular matter, the endorsement of community grants round 2, 2025-2026. One of the applicants was Step Into Dance Incorporated. The declaring councillor is Peter Flynn. The person with the related interest is myself. The particulars of the interest of my granddaughters are enrolled in dance tuition with this organisation. The type of conflict, the declarable conflict of interest, and I'll leave the room while the community grants program applications are being discussed.
Thank you. Councillor Vincent.
I'd like to declare a conflict of interest on item 13.1, endorsement of the community grants round 2, 2025-2026. The declaring councillor is myself. The person with the interest is myself. The particulars of the interest is my mother, Janice Humphreys, is Secretary of Cultural Heritage Injury Preservation Society, known as CHIPS, who is mentioned within the report. It is a prescribed conflict of interest, and I will leave the room while the matter is discussed and voted on.
Thank you.
Can I just ask a question through you, Mayor? Councillor Flynn, just you were on the panel, of course, and it's in the report. It just references here you did not assess the Roma and District Junior Soccer Association and the Step Into Dance applications due to a conflict of interest. Do you want to mention the soccer one in this, given that it's in the report that singles out the because you did get out of the room for that as well? Or are you happy that it's just in the report?
I'm happy that it's in the report. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, both. Do I have a mover?
Either way.
There's some questions, but maybe we'll move first.
Yeah, move first, yep. Councillor O'Neill.
I'll move that Council endorse the Assessment Panel's recommendation and approve the following community grant applications for payment as listed. The Senex Small Grants totaling $34,953 as listed, and the major grants totaling $51,103 to draw associated funds from GL 2 887 22 442 001 community grants.
I was seconded by Councillor Brompton. Does anyone have any questions? Councillor Davis.
Thank you. Great to see so many applicants for our community grants. My question is around the Heart Church Inc., the property upgrades. Can you tell me a little bit about the upgrades proposed?
Did you say Life Church?
Heart Church.
Oh, Heart Church.
Major
In the
grants.
Sorry.
Moses. I'll have it here somewhere. It's fencing to do with their play area.
Through you, Mayor Councillor Davis, it's they applied for fencing and a tree removal. I can find the specific details and send them through further if you'd like. I can
We
put,
knocked back the tree removal.
correct,
We
yeah.
only approved we only put up the fencing.
Yeah. And that would be good information to have, because if it is play group fencing, is it a playground?
I think it's
Or is it?
grounds, but it's because of their. Hang on, I had it. I marked it even before when you asked me the question, but now I can't find it.
You don't have to go. You don't have to panic. We've got time.
It says it in here, part funded due to the programs being a subscribed panel approved the cost of the fencing and materials.
Yep, so is the fencing for a playground, or is it is it property fencing?
That's what yours is.
I believe it's property fencing, but I've just got the application here, so I'll just confirm.
New pool height safety fence to be installed. Are you okay if I? Around to the perimeter fence on McDowall Street side, approximately 50 metres of the property, returning across the front of Suter Street with a double gate for vehicle access when required. And it's because they run 2 successful play groups during each school term. The first is Dottie's music-based program. The second Dottie's play, Century and Development play group. Both of these contribute directly to our local community, with 90% attendance being of the greater Roma and surrounds communities and 10% being church attendees.
Does that answer your question, Councillor Davis?
Do they own, the Heart Church obviously own their grounds? Heart Church Inc.? Not sure.
From my understanding, they do, Councillor Davis.
That's my understanding too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no more questions, thank you.
Anybody else got any questions?
Just one. Georgie, can you just talk me through the budget? And I could be reading it wrong. So the allocation for the round is 83, there's 3 different figures there. There's 3 different figures, and the total approved applications is 86,056. So for round 2, did we only have 83,897? And then
Correct.
the remaining budget for round 2, can you just explain that to me, please?
Sure. Councillor Hancock, we had $83,897 available for both small and major grants.
Right, yes.
We received in small grants $44,831.80 worth of requests, and approved the $34,953. For major grants, we received $100,659.07 worth of application requests, and approved $51,103 worth there.
Are you on page 29?
I'm reading from our tracker of the requests there.
There may be a typo. If you look at page 29, is the allocation, we're at the second line, allocation for round 1, not round 2.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Because if you take 83,897 from 170, you're left with 86,103.
Yes,
Yeah.
it says,
So
So it's a total together, but 1.11 round two.
So that's allocation for round one.
Yeah.
And this was round
Two.
two.
Yeah,
So we had 86,103 available, and we're recommending 86,056.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's what I was just trying to make sure that we
No,
didn't need
that's-
to add some budget to it or.
no,
Yeah.
no, it was actually oversubscribed, so we had to reduce,
Is it? Yeah.
to some,
And I read that, I just couldn't make
Yes.
sense of that.
Would it be useful for future if we broke it up into the small grants and larger grants?
No, because you've already done that,
Yeah.
actually, in the
Just had
report.
typo.
I meant in the budget section.
No, it was just the overall, making sure that we actually did have that money to be able to,
It's clear now. though.
yeah, I'm clear
If
on
it had
that.
said round one, we would have been right. We just,
Yeah,
all good.
thank you.
Any other questions? Who moved it?
I did.
Did you want to speak?
Yeah, thanks, Mayor. Pleased to move the endorsement of these projects, some really worthy investments into our community. Like many of our grant rounds, it was oversubscribed, and so unfortunately there will be some unsuccessful applications in this second round of our community grants for the financial year. But there'll be feedback going to those individuals that they could reapply in future rounds. The process was well run by the staff, so I acknowledge that, and look forward to these community groups finding out they've been successful as part of this round of community grants.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Brompton?
oh, this is still for, not against, but, I'm happy to support. I do want to note that there is one where it says not approved as the program is oversubscribed, but it also was a late application, so it allowed us, if the program had been undersubscribed, we could have considered it, but because it was a late application, we didn't even look at it because we didn't have enough money anyway. But so I'd encourage people, especially if you've had the assistance of council, to try and get your applications in on time, because it was really unfortunate that people missed out just by a day or whatever, it was a weekend or.
Yeah.
But really supportive of this. Great to see the diversity of applicants and what we've been able to assist with council for these organisations.
Yeah, good outcome. All right, on that note, we'll go to the,
You saw a second. Is there any other speakers though? Did you?
does anyone else want to speak? Sorry, Councillor Davis.
Thank you, Mayor. I agree with Councillor O'Neill and Councillor Brompton. There are some really good projects in here. As it has come as one motion, I am going to vote against it, just because while Dottie's playgroup and the playgroup and my children both went to Heart Church playgroup and it's amazing, I don't think, look, if they wanted to fence the backyard or something for the safety, I don't think we should be funding property boundary fencing under community grants. So for that reason, I'll be voting against this motion, but a lot of good projects up.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Councillor Hancock.
Thanks, Madam Mayor. I'm like the other councillors, some great projects here, and as we know that, we're investing the $86,056 into these projects, but that is a far more economic benefit to the community for the value of these total projects around the community. It's great to see that our community grants is being so subscribed to. It means that the work of our team is positive, and people are really being able to take up the opportunity. And I'd encourage any of the groups that were not successful to reach out to the LDOs and work with them to see how next time that project or elements of that project might be able to be successful. This is another way that we support our volunteers in our community, and I think that they are hardworking volunteers, and so it's great to be able to be a support. I'm going to support all the projects today, including the Heart Church project, because in our policy we don't include religious events, and so we do include upgrades to the facilities that might hold community activities, and I don't see this as any other It's the same as when we've put a playground into another facility that the whole community is welcome to use, and they open it up to community use. Heart Church do have very successful community programs that are run out of their building that do include little children, and so I think, you know, supporting them to fence their area is probably actually more about supporting that program, which is a community-run community program, than it is about their Sunday service. And so on that note, I'm happy to support all the grants that are presented in front of us today.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? Would you like to sum up, Councillor?
Mayor, this will be the first time this has come up in this term of council, but we could deal with these items separately, which is called seriatim, if councillor wanted to move to deal with one line item separately, given that we've done this in the past. I'll do it. I'll move that we deal with the major grant, Heart Church Incorporated property upgrades as a single resolution.
Are you amending the resolution? We already have one on the books. Just process.
Well, it's procedurally, it's to deal with it separately.
Seconder, Councillor Davis. All those in favour? Do you want to talk to it, or
So,
you have to move it?
yeah, I'm moving a procedural motion that we deal with this item separately.
Yeah.
So no, I don't want to talk.
No. So all those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
7-0.
And
So
so therefore,
go
the
forward.
resolution now is the council endorse the assessment panel's recommendation and approve the following grants, community grants applications for payments. The Senex small grants all remain the same, totalling $34,953. And then it'll be major grants.
44. Oh, sorry. No, that's wrong.
What does the math? 1103 minus 8776. So it'll major grants totalling 42,327. And at 2 stays the same. Draw associated funds from GL 2887 442 community grants.
Seconder?
So is that the original motion just been changed? So I was the original seconder, so I'm happy with that amendment.
Just a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for it. What was Councillor Vincent's? What was her?
It's in the minor, it's in the,
It's in the small grants.
So
Chips.
so therefore, that if we're separating,
Doesn't change.
it won't change.
Won't
But she
change.
won't have a conflict with the. They won't have a conflict.
Conflict is about having a
Yeah.
project that is in
Yeah.
consideration.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
You want to speak?
I
No.
do not.
Anyone want to speak?
And so we'll clarify what we're.
We'll go to the vote. All those in favour?
Of the, is this the major?
This
Yep.
is
Yes.
the Senex small grants
Yes.
totaling, as I said, and the
And the
major
major
grants totaling
without
what I
the
said,
thing.
minus Heart Church.
Okay, so that's 7-0. Now, the second motion?
Yeah, which is to deal with the last one, which
Yes.
is Heart Church Incorporated property upgrades totaling 8,776.
Do you want to move that, councillor? Does anyone want to move it?
Well, in essence, I have moved it
Okay.
already because we're just dealing
It's just
with them
about voting
separately.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, all those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
Against? 6-1. Got to get my maths right with that. All good. You got it?
Yep.
Thank you very much.
You just tell people that's right.
Morning, ladies.
Hello.
Councillor Vincent and Councillor Flynn are back in the room. 13.2, development application, material change of use, dwelling house, domestic outbuilding, 40 Taylor Street, Roma, reference 2026/21739. Councillor Flynn.
I move that the development application for a material change of use, dwelling house, domestic outbuilding, located at 40 Taylor Street, Roma, properly described as Lot 10 on RP 88406, be approved subject to the listed conditions and general advice.
Have a seconder? Councillor Brompton. I just got one question. And Rob and I went through it. So they're demolishing what's there? Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. That's, I was just working out, I couldn't work out how that was all going to happen, but I got it now. Thank you very much. Anyone else got questions? Would you like to speak, Councillor Flynn?
Just to say that the development application was subject to a code assessment and has been assessed against our assessment benchmarks, and the DA rules have enabled council to make a decision on this application.
Thank you. Well, that will go with the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Sorry, Councillor Burkett?
Oh, he's
got a-
got his thumbs up, so he
Got
must
a
be having
thumbs
an
up.
He
issue.
must, okay, thank you. 9-0.
Sorry, I had a technical issue there.
That's okay.
Yes.
Thank you. 9-0. Thank you. We on to the late? L1, review of traffic arrangements, Riggers Road Bridge, Big Rig, Roma. Councillor O'Neill.
I'll move the council, 1, receive and note the report on the proposed traffic arrangements for Riggers Road Bridge. 2, endorse the implementation of a temporary single lane, two-way traffic arrangement across Riggers Road Bridge for a trial period of 6 months. 3, receive a further report in Q2 2026-27 prior to the completion of the trial period, including observations, community feedback and recommendations regarding any future arrangement.
Seconder, Councillor Vincent. Anyone got any questions? Would you like to speak, Councillor?
Thanks very much, Mayor. This is something that has been considered on and off at different times over the last number of years. I'm really pleased that we're, one, upgraded the bridge in the previous term, but now at a point where we're going to trial the single lane two-way traffic. I receive a lot of feedback. I know other councillors do too, in respect to the access into the Big Rig Parklands, coming down McDowall Street and having that access. I won't name and shame anyone, but there are people that do it regardless. And so given that there are people that are doing that, I think there's a natural course of action for us to at least have a trial to see if that we can make this work. In the past, feedback has been very clear that we needed to reopen the bridge so that traffic that was coming from the east could travel through the Big Rig and into McDowall Street. And equally, I think we'll have some very positive feedback once people get to used to these changed arrangements. I think it's appropriate, more than appropriate, that we do a trial period to understand if there's any challenges in respect to this change of circumstance here. And I look forward to that feedback and hopefully implementing this for the long term.
Thank you. Anyone else like to speak? We'll go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. Does anyone have any conflicts in the late?
We were going into closed. Oh, you're asking for
Yeah.
conflicts, that's right.
The late close?
The closed, full stop, so yes.
I do.
Councillor Hancock? Yes.
I'd like to declare a conflict of interest on item LC1 10 to 2606. Sorry, 26006. AC overlay heavy vehicle parking area at Roma Sale Yards. Declaring councillors Joanne Hancock, person with interest is my husband Graham Hancock and myself. Particulars of interest, we own a trucking business, H5H Transport. Type of conflict is declarable conflict of interest, and the action is I will leave the room while the matter is discussed and voted on.
Thank you. All right, somebody move us into closed, please. Councillor Vincent.
I move in accordance with the provisions of section 254J3 of the Local Government Regulation 2012 that council resolve to close the meeting to the public at 9:28 to discuss confidential items that its councillors consider is necessary to close the meeting. In accordance with section 254J5 of the Local Government Regulation 2012, the following table provides the matters to be discussed, an overview of what is to be discussed while the meeting is closed. C1, Roma Salyards Contract Services Agreement, option to extend. LC1, Tender 26006, AC Overlay, Heavy Vehicle Parking Area at Roma Salyards.
Have a seconder? Councillor Brompton, all those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. We're in close. All right, C1, Roma Salyards Contract Service Agreement, option to extend. Do I have a mover? Councillor Brompton.
I move that Council 1 receive and note the report, and 2 approve a 1-year term with an end date of 28th of July 2027.
Have a seconder? Councillor Davis, would you like to speak, councillor?
No. Thank you.
Anyone like to speak?
Just
Just wait for Kel for a minute.
Yeah, I just said approve, sorry, Kel, at number 2, just take out that council,
Oh, yeah.
it's just approve.
No one wants to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
9-0. LC1, Tender 26006, AC Overlow, Heavy Vehicle Parking Area at the Roma Salyards. Councillor Hancock is leaving the room. Councillor Hancock has left the room. Do I have a mover? Councillor O'Neill.
I'll move that Council 1 approve an increase to the total project budget for the asphalt surfacing of heavy vehicle truck stop area at the Roma truck stop precinct from $2 million up to $2,800,000, with funds to be sourced from Salyard reserves. 2, appoint Shamrock Civil Engineering Proprietary Limited, ABN is listed, as the preferred tenderer for tender 26006, AC Overlay Heavy Vehicle Parking Area at Roma Salyards. And 3, authorise the Chief Executive Officer or delegate within the approved budget to negotiate, and if acceptable terms are reached, execute the contract documents and notify all tenderers of the outcome.
Seconder, Councillor Vincent. Would you like to speak, councillor?
Thanks, Mayor. This is a really important project for the business unit of the Salyards, a major asset for our region. We've been fortunate enough to have funding come from the federal government as well as investment from ourselves. We need to continue progressing this project because the benefits will be great for the Roma Salyards and the users of that particular facility, and so therefore I'm happy to move that we progress this today.
Anyone else like to speak? Let's go to the vote. All those in favour?
Yes.
Yes.
8-0. If we could get Councillor Hancock. Okay, has anyone got any further business? You're good, Rob?
That's good, thanks.
All right. With that, I'll close the meeting at 10:41 and say thank you. Thank you to the boys online.